All right, so today I'm going to be doing a paint drip, this 3D printed ram skull. You might have seen, I've been blasting it a whole bunch, but my paint series with this 3D printed skull. So it's going to be kind of the same situation, but kind of going a little bit different with this backdrop. Because I'm going to be using gold paint. I kind of want to have that gold in the background kind of be a little more reflective. So I'm going to experiment with that today. Where is my fishing line? Fishing line. There we go. So I'm just using some really thin fishing line to hold or suspend the ram head in place. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, that should be pretty easy because of the horns. Alejandro, what's going on, my friend? Let's see. I'm gonna tie it up first. Real thin fishing line. It's the best. All right, it's pretty easy. Let that settle. You love how I pull that string? All right, I think you're making that into a different way. All right, so now I just need to position this. Ooh, it is getting warm. Take off my flannel. Okay, so I think I'm going to fill up these little containers full of gold paint. This might make a mess. I mean, it's going to make a mess. Let's see. That is some thick paint. Might just have to eyeball this, or do I use the bigger one? Really wanted to use these small ones, but I think I have to use a big one, which has paint in it, so I gotta empty that out. Give me 1 second. Can't wait to... You're gonna go? Alright, well, you're a teacher. You got stuff going on, man. You got those kids to teach. There we go. I'm going to test its consistency. I need that piece. Let's find a piece of foam core. Don't need. So it seemed pretty thick. So I think I'm going to thin that out. Give this a try. It's pretty nice. Okay. Now let's get this in position. Got my materials ready to go. I got the skull hung, and it's on a C-stand, so I can move this around pretty easily. Trying to get some gold paint on my camera. All right. Back you guys up. Give you guys a little live view of what the camera's doing. Normally I look through the viewfinder. Bring you guys in a little bit closer, you can see what's going on in the camera. All right. So right now, I'm gonna try to get my composition in line with the background of how I like it, and then I'll move the skull into place. So I can see that, don't like that line right there, and you guys are in the way a little bit. Give myself a little bit more room, maybe I'll back up. Give myself some room while editing. Later on, I want to have a little more background than the final image will be. See if there's a midpoint. If I can do it right. Maybe I have to Photoshop it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I like that symmetry. That's pretty nice symmetry. Okay, so now I want to get the skull. What are you doing? Camera? Here we go. I want to get the skull kind of dead set in the middle for this shot. Maybe a little higher. But let's give it a try. I'm actually going to rotate this around so I can see what I'm doing. I think I might bring it in. Let's see, maybe I should look at chat. Darren, what's up? Oh wait, why did he flip? Why did you flip? That is not what I want to show. For some reason, it wanted to flip on me. See if I fix this right here. Nope. So it looks, I guess it looks fine to you guys. It flipped the image for me, so now it's all wonky, but gonna roll with it. Okay, cool. So still working on my composition. Let's see. Now the real question is, do I want it rotated? See you guys again. So do I want to rotate it like that, or do I want it straight down? I do like the symmetry on this setup. Sorry, you guys couldn't see because it was out of focus. I think I do like the symmetry, so I think I might go that direction. But I feel like we're losing the eyes. So maybe if I bring it up a slight tad. Guys, stand a little bit closer. Maybe I just rotate it a little bit because I do like the eyes. I feel like if it's, let's see if we can rotate it this way. I feel like if it's straight on, we're losing the eyes. Stupid autofocus. There we go. Stupid autofocus. We go manual. I either want to see, I want to see the right eye a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to get the gold part in both eyes. So, starting to get there. I just need to rotate it a little bit more. I think if we just shimmy it over a little bit more for the camera, give you guys a slight tad. I think the whole thing needs to come over just a slight bit. We're working with like centimeters here. Let it settle. Yeah, it's bouncing around, but it'll settle. It will settle. It's looking pretty decent. I think that's gonna be good. Let me start lighting this thing. So, try to get you guys a little more of what's going on. Okay, so what I plan on doing is having a harder light, probably a grid coming up from above. So when I do the paint drip, the gold is going to just like pop. But I want a softer light, a gradient on this background, because this gold on this background is reflective. So I want to have a nice gradient coming from the left to right to kind of give that nice. You can kind of see that effect going on right now with the ambient light. But I think since this is so small, I think normally I would do a beauty dish with a grid, but I think just a normal grid's gonna work if I just place it right above. I think that would be nice. I might have to do a little bit of fill down here because we might lose some of the detail of the skull because it's black on black. We're not gonna have light down here, so we might have to pop in a little bit of light down here. I'm prepared for that. But I think I'm gonna go with a medium box. Too many paper rolls. Okay. You're plugged in right here. Yeah, that was the plan, to put a white bounce board on the bottom to have that bounce. I don't want any harsh light down here, just a little bit. So I might actually like put it right at the edge of the table, so it's gonna have a nice bounce. I'm gonna be right here anyways pouring, so I'll have a bounce card in my left hand and the bottle of paint in my right. No, I won't, because I need to still shoot. I'll figure it out. Anyways, if you guys haven't found these amazing softboxes from Policy Buff, because I use Alien Bees, I use Policy Buff, foldable, like umbrella style softboxes for like $150. I think they're $150, something like that. But amazing. Like I used to have to like tear these all apart. Now they're like umbrella style, so all I have to do is pop it in and it's ready to rock and roll. Boom. Ready to go. Okay, so my idea here, let's not get paint on my softbox. That would be bad. Put that right there. So I'm gonna have the softbox cut off. I don't want any light from the softbox hitting the ram skull for right now. We'll see. That may change. Okay, and then I need another C-stand. This is the head boy. Oh no, I bumped that. Well, we're gonna have to readjust it anyways. It's fine. Get a light on this. 800. Put a grid on it. And then we're gonna angle it slightly because I think I'm gonna have it right here higher. You guys may not be able to see it once it's up. Let's give some power for it. Here we go. Oh no! No worries. Have a good day, man. You could watch this later on. All right, I'm gonna turn off ambient light. Okay, so now for a test shot. So I tether my camera 99.9% of the time to my computer. If you're not tethering, give it a try. Uncle. All right. So I'm gonna get this set up with my computer so we can take a test shot. All right. Now, why aren't you firing? Huh. Always some. There we go. Cool. So it's not going to show up over here. It's going to show up on my computer. So I'm at F11. Shutter speed should be at probably, I'm going to push it to 160. I always tell people to stick at 125, but because I'm doing a paint trip, I try to push the limits of the shutter. So, because I'm going to be at 100 or 100% on the 800, I have another 100. Let's go quarter on this. There we go. It's coming through. Put it do think that the backlight's a little warm for my taste. Let's see. Let's try to bounce. Bounce card. Just getting lost. Maybe I don't want a grid. I think it might be a little too harsh. I think I might want to go softbox on this. Whew, that's warm. Go softbox. Now, if this is going to be too much, we might go strip box. Oh, and I bumped it. No. Let's get above. There we go. So that did something interesting that now I was thinking about doing. So I was thinking about doing a one light situation, and I tend to do this with portraits. So I'm gonna cut. So instead of having a grid and a background light, I'm actually going to use the same light to light the background and the ram skull, because the closer the light is going to illuminate the skull a lot more than the background, so we should have a nice gradient that I'm looking for. It's not going to be left to right, but it's going to be up and down, which might be pretty nice. So let's give it a try. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I still may need bounce. Okay. Try to cut the background reflection. There we go. I cut it quite a bit. Just feel like I'm getting lost this side of the skull. I don't know if you guys can get it closer. Let's see. So what I am having issues with So it's getting too dark right here. I'm kind of losing it. I do like the highlight here, so maybe bounce light from the sides somehow. My main focus is to keep this background relatively dim. I just want a hint of illumination from that reflective gold. Just a hint. I don't want like overwhelmingly like gold. So I'm gonna back the light off as well. And I think I'm gonna do 2 fills. Let's get you guys back behind the camera. I think one right here and then one on the other side. Yeah, that's gonna really illuminate when I do the gold pour. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know if you guys can move you guys a little bit more. Sorry, my studio's a little bit of a mess. Try to get you guys in a good position. Okay, so where are all my ink lamps? Okay. Welcome to the life of Jesse in the studio. Constant clutterness, constant trying to find the damn thing I'm looking for. True life of a studio photographer. And here's an ink lamp. Alright, I gotta move some of this stuff. I'm not gonna use these bottles. Throw it on the ground, why not? I'll pick it up in a second. Give that a little testy test. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Oh. Okay, so it's getting there. It's getting there. There we go. I think I might just raise the skull up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's way better. Now I just need to balance it out. So it's leaning to the right a little bit too much, so I need to bring that down. Bring this up. Let's bring this up. And it's going to the right too much. So now it's kind of like rotated. So I'm trying to get it back. No. This is the hard part. Getting it perfectly aligned. Right side needs to come up. It's not wanting to cooperate. Okay, so I think I might try to control it with the arm of the C-stand. Bring it down. Just a little bit. Nope. Nope. Can you split that difference? Bring this up. That might be it. It's a little too high on the right. Try to stretch the string a little bit. Looking good. Oh yeah, there. We're losing the eyes again. Losing the eyes. So I need to bring this actually up. So I gotta redo all that work. Yay! That is almost there. Okay, so now I need to rotate it. Oh, come on. Small little bits. This reminds me when I used to have to shoot for Meyer Corporation, where we shot a lot of cookware, and everything, all their products had to be exactly alike to their other shoots. So all their like stuff on white placed exactly the same for different color variations. So it was just like small millimeters here, there, like with, you know, a 12-piece kitchen set. Took hours. Well, not hours, it took a long time. But patience. Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. I think I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit. I want to give myself some bullied room. It's getting there. It's getting there. Instead of moving the skull, I'm gonna move the background. That might be an easier thing to do. Just a little bit. Okay, I think I'm gonna just fake it. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. There we go. Get those eyes. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, and I'm sorry. I'll show you in just a second. It's a little too much. Is it too much? I think it might be too much. I think the eyes are now being illuminated too much. Can't speak with these new aligners. Okay. Might want to keep it black. Let's keep it right there. Decisions. My issue I'm having right now is that with the eye sockets, if I put the gold behind it, it looks like some weird eyes are beaming towards you. But when I have it in the dark, in the darkness of the background, they just get lost. Grade the back. Or the back of the skull. That might be the solution here. So take the softbox off. Put it on this grid. And I'm gonna come from right back here. Just gonna have it on quarter power. I just want to give the eye sockets a little definition. I went from below? Let's see. A little bit too close. All right. I think I solved the issue. So let me give you guys a little bit of preview of what I'm doing here. So take a look. So that's what we're gonna do, and then so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pour paint. It's gonna drip everywhere. It's gonna be lovely. All right, cool. So let's get to paint. The fun stuff. How am I gonna do this? Because my remote trigger doesn't work with this camera now. So I'm gonna do a little. Might have you guys over here. Get any on the box. Cool. Okay. Do a little test. Looks pretty good. Cool. Go slow. I'll test the gold real quick. Cool. Waiting for that drip. No! Just waiting for some drips to happen. See one like just lingering there. I missed one. Got it. Oh, that's a nice drip. I don't want to put it on too thick. I want to add a little bit more over here so it doesn't fill in too much. I don't need to keep bumping it. One to the right. Missed it. How did I miss that? No. Just keep going. Fuck. I really missed. Oh, that was. Ooh. Cool. Oh, beautiful. That was a good one. Oh, yeah. That was good too. see. Kind of want to get a little bit more. Right here. Okay, so I think now wait for some drips. Oh, that was a good one and I missed it. Oh, I missed that one. Just gonna pour a little bit more on top. Help it flow a tiny bit more. There we go. Missed them. Should be some more. Oh. Go through these. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this kind of settle. I'll let these the horns have more definition in the paint, because I feel like with it glopped on, we're losing some of the detail. So I'm just gonna let it settle, let it drip, maybe capture some along the way. And then I think I'm gonna rotate it, because I think I want to have some options on this side. Just to play around with, and then I'm gonna let that dry overnight. and then clean it up later. But yeah, I think this one's almost there. We can see now, let me bring this in a little bit closer while we're waiting. So now we can start seeing some more of the detail. Instead of having, it's still pretty thick here. So I'm gonna let this kind of drip away and allow this, the thickness of the paint to kind of subside and really get into those grooves, so we can start having that detail come back. So I can add that detail in Photoshop. And a lot of these drips, you know, none of this is going to be one single frame. It's going to be multiple frames put together. You know, I'm going to select the details from this. I'm also going to pull from the original skull with no paint on it and really work these, the shape of the paint lines to be a little more pleasing. Because right now I think this is just a little bit too much on the forehead. And I'd like to see maybe a little bit more right here, more definition of this line that's splitting. So it's quite a bit of work that's going to have to be done. You guys right in the middle. Watch that while you literally watch it drip away. Because at this point, the drips are going to be less what I'm looking for. They're gonna be smaller. So we're starting to see the definition of the skull right in the middle. It's kind of coming back. I think I'm going to wait just a few more minutes before I take the final image to work with. And then I'm going to rotate it and then do a couple of frames with it rotated. just to have, because I really do think, if we come over here, I really do think that, see if you guys can see it, that this way would work pretty well. So let's give it a try. This is gonna be a new series, so I'm gonna do a couple different random skulls. I think about 3 of them with 2 different color variances. Next one, I think I'm gonna do a lot more burnt sienna and probably some sort of a muted blue. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still playing around with that idea. But what's awesome is that this is 3D printed, so I can just print some more. So it's not like it's a real skull. No animals were harmed. Getting a little more definition right there. It's pretty nice. Just want to get this right here. There's a little bit, it's too thick. It's a little bit down. We're getting a little more definition on the top. I like that. A little more right here. Beautiful. The horns are really coming through right now. I really like that. It's nice texture. Now I noticed in the live feed that this looks yellow, more yellow than it is. It's gold-ish. I mean, I'm going to make it look more gold in Photoshop, but it is what it is. Gold's actually relatively hard to make look gold. Getting that definition right here. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, I don't think it's gonna get more than this. I think it's gonna cling in that area that I was hoping that was gonna subside a little bit more. So I'm gonna take the final image. We're gonna rotate. Alright, now it's going to be a little messy. So I think... So let me give you guys a little bit of a view of what it's starting to look like. So this was the last frame. If it would, let me dim it down. Oop, there we go. So we got some, oop, there we go. So that's what we're working with. And I'll do a live editing session with this so you guys can follow along. All right. Just doing my plan of attack. Trying to keep it over the table. There we go. There we go. Ooh, okay. I might like this a little bit better. Yeah. It's a little bit of an issue because in my grand scheme of how I had this series laid out in my mind. Why is Siri come up? So it might be a little bit of an issue, but we'll worry about it in post. Figure it out later. Just make some good images. So now I'm just going to do some more pouring. Don't think I need... See about bounce. Let's see about bounce. Do I want bounce? I want some bounce. Little bit of bounce. sure I'm in focus. Let's pour. I missed it. No, that was a good one. Just want to come off there. Editing is going to be such a bitch because it keeps rocking. And now I'm going to have to cut it all out. And I need to get a frame just the background. I haven't moved the camera the way I have. Shit. We'll get a frame of just the background. Come on. I'm waiting for the left side. Speed it up. Blah. Well, think that is it. So thanks for hanging in there and watching. So see you guys later.